Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Yeah, everyone's been getting a real kick out of the real Ronald McDonald airplane. I wasn't expecting that. That was awesome. I mean, it's got the arches, right? And if you missed the maiden flight, welcome to an awesome airplane. Who knew that the Trojan came in this Ronald McDonald paint scheme? It's actually a real paint scheme. Someone found the real plane and sent it to our Facebook page if you want to see that. But in today's video, we're just gonna enjoy flying this really awesome airplane. It's 6 channels, guys. It's got flaps, the traditional 4 channels you would expect, and some beautiful retracts. We have all 3 tricycle gears that go up, and even these flap doors. And this plane comes in at an awesome price, sold by a mom and pop hobby shop. What more could you ask for? They support it. It's a really good flying airplane. I think I have a little bit of expo on the elevator. I'll double check when we're flying this plane, but it was just so much fun, and you guys got a kick out of it so much that we thought we would bring the McDonald's airplane back and get another flight in. So let's go. I'm loving it. Now I told you guys I had expo on this. I have 15% expo on the elevator. And before this flight, I just actually added, how much did I add? 5% on aileron and 5% on rudder. That takeoff was with half flaps. Those of you that just watched our most recent P-51 flight, you'll get a kick out of that. Half flaps are off. Retracts are up, and it's beautiful. Now this plane flies on a 3S 2200 milliamp battery. You get awesome flight times. I love the bright yellow wing tips. Those stand out really nicely, and it just flies so smooth and scale. Just a little
where'd
bit.
you go?
Sorry, yeah, different flight pattern.
I know, it's weird.
I'm just having fun because this plane, it really does fly exceptionally well. If I wanted just any airplane that the wing is underwing like this is just absolute perfection. You know, they say the T-28 Trojan was the really one of the best trainer planes, and a lot of guys actually like to fly model T-28s because they're good trainer planes. This is legitimately a great trainer plane. If you wanted to fly something that doesn't have safe equipped, like a bind and fly right out of the box, you wanted to just plug in your own dumb receiver, or even something with safe, this would be a really good airplane to do it because it can, there's a lot of room to grow on this airplane. You can do some really nice scale maneuvers. Roll rate is just exceptional. It'll loop extremely well. Flies inverted, awesome too. I think that last flight we had, I cruised around inverted quite a bit, if I remember right, during the maiden. It's just a really, really good airplane. Can I roll it and then keep it inverted? Yes.
Wow.
That's fun. Really fun airplane to fly. It looks good too. Some guys I noticed in the comments didn't love the paint scheme. It can be a bit of a turn off. It's not your traditional, you know, Trojan airplane.
But it's a mix between the 2 colors, the yellow and the reddish orange. I like it.
And you know what? That's one reason I do like this, is because it's not your traditional Trojan. If you want something just a little different, you turn some heads, ask questions. This is a cool plane that you might want to do some research on Wikipedia and Google and YouTube and figure out a little of the history of the paint scheme. I haven't done that yet, but I plan to. And man, it's just so much fun to fly. This is definitely a go-to favorite 3S airplane for me now. The maiden flight, I was not wrong. You know, sometimes you have good flukes and bad flukes. The maiden, I was not wrong in what I said. Let's go full flaps. Definitely a lot of climb, so it would be nice to mix in some elevator for full flaps, but here we go. There's a nice slow pass. Gonna get blinded by that evening sun, but we'll turn before then, and full flaps through that bank, throttle up a hair so we don't wingtip stall, kick those flaps off, and then just go right into some nice maneuvers. Let's do a Cuban 8 out here. And at the top of this part of the Cuban 8, I want to do a full roll. No, that didn't turn out very well. It was okay. It's okay. Not what I really wanted to do. Can't remember if it snaps. Does it snap? Yeah. Oh, it's a good snapping airplane. That's great. Let's do it again. Build up some speed on this dive. Let's go up and snap it right here in front of the camera. Oh, what a great snap. Yeah, that's good. That's really good. We had that prop not spinning at all, 0 throttle, right at the peak of that climb. That was really awesome. Love this airplane, Abby. It's good. It's really good. This flies just about perfect. It's not very often I can say that. A lot of times there's always one little thing keeping it from perfection. And you got to think too. Not the most expensive plane in the world. That was a close pass.
I did terrible filming that.
Okay.
I was
try
like,
again.
I knew what was happening too.
Woo! Sense of speed there for you. That wasn't even full throttle. I want to drop that landing gear here for you guys too. We'll slow it down and
Go.
Bang! Look at that. That was pretty nice, right? And it has enough power to punch out of a couple little mistakes like that. So here's landing gear up. Very pretty. Oh yeah. Oh, tight turn with the elevator.
Oh
Yeah,
my
that was a little
gosh.
tight. Let's do
So close to the ground.
There we go. That sounded like my radio
LVC?
alarm went off, but it's not LVC. It was just my throttle going from 30% back down to like 29%, back to 30% really fast. Get a little roll in that climb and then zero throttle. And just, I think that's called a hammerhead stall, I believe. Ugh, gotta learn my terminology. The point is, it's just fun to fly. This is so weird to say this, but I think this is my favorite paint scheme on a Trojan. The more I fly it, the more I just like falling in love with it. I love that yellow tail, the yellow front, yellow wing
More
tail.
planes need to be yellow. I will say that.
Well, bright collars are nice on an airplane. Scale is good and fun, but this thing's got the collars gone, but it's still got some silver there too. It just looks really cool. What do you guys think? You liking this plane or what? I mean, they went for different, but also the functionality is completely there. Look at that. This thing is so fun. So fun. It's very aggressive if you want it to be, but nice and scale too. Love those snap rolls. Very beautiful tumbler at the peak of that snap roll. Abby, it might be time to bring it in for a smooth landing.
Say so.
Let's put those retracts down, upside down. Oh yeah, I see them all. Outside loop into, well, it was not an outside loop at all, but we're gonna just full flap it. Oh, come on, this is fun. This is cool.
Pressure's on.
That was a horrible like maneuver getting into this, but you know what? That was fun. That was a really, really fun flight. I really like this Trojan. I just want to hear from you guys in the comments. Am I crazy for liking this thing? It's so different. But yeah, it flies great. And 6 channels. I love those flaps. Very cool. Now guys, I don't know if you know this, but we like to name our pilots on the channel. Can you guess, if you missed the maiden, what'd we end up officially naming the pilot? Ronald! You know why? Ba-da-da-da-da. So Ronald is our insured pilot. He's a safe little guy. He's got that bright red shirt on. He's got these safety collars, right? He's flying with AMA. That's the Academy of Model Aeronautics. He wouldn't think about taking off in this airplane without having AMA. If you fly, whether it's foam, balsa, gas, glow, electric, you need to be insured with AMA. It just is this huge pressure that's lifted off your shoulders, knowing if you slam through your buddy's window of his car, by mistake of course, that you're going to be insured through AMA. A lot of people are surprised by this, but what you just saw is the fact of reality for us. And I want to encourage you, but talking about AMA and everything, as long as you are very serious about flying safely, okay, and you have permission to fly wherever you're flying, as long as you're insured and you're flying safe and all that, you'd be surprised, where is acceptable to fly. So don't be afraid to ask and represent yourself and the hobby very well, and just enjoy it, just have fun. And so I want to encourage you guys, whether you're flying at a ballpark or a traditional flying field, just get out there and fly and try something a little bit different, whether it's in this hobby or something else in life. I hope you are chasing happiness. That's what Abby and I try to do, and I think the world really needs that right now. If you loved this plane in this video and you had a great time and listen, most of the time I like to jump in front of the camera and say, I like this airplane, I had fun with it. It's linked in the description box, go with it if you want to. I'm going to kind of encourage and nudge you guys just a little bit more than I normally do to possibly really strongly think about picking this airplane up. My experience with it has been above what I expected, and for the price, it's just outstanding for what it is. Some people are going to ask, will this taxi on grass and take off and land? I say 100% yes, but you're going to need some really short grass because of these wheel pants for the doors where they close. Now, if you really wanted to just increase your functionality but decrease the look factor, you could take this little panel off right here. That would just come right off, and that would help you roll around in grass a little bit more. So this will be linked in the description box below. It's sold by one of our favorite mom and pop hobby shops. They are right here in the States. They back their products, they have spare parts. You can get on the phone with them, the 2 or 3 people in charge there, and ask them questions if you have problems or whatever. They really do it right. They're very good. So like I said, it's linked in the description box below. You help support our channel and our family when you use that link at no extra cost to you, and it means a lot to us. For this beautiful day, this opportunity to share this airplane, this experience, just life in general with you guys, I thank God. I also want to say a massive thanks to our Patreon supporters. I think I forgot in the P-51 video, and I apologize, but that's how much you guys mean to us. I remember when I forget. You really mean the world to us. You help keep us going so strong, and it just means probably more than you realize if you jump on board and you help support our channel. You're not only helping lift our spirits, but you're helping to lift people's spirits around the world with our content, and some of you guys have been supporting us for years and years, and we just thank you from the bottom of our hearts. We'll have Patreon linked in the description box below too. And if you want to see the maiden flight of this versus how I'm flying on the 3rd flight, it really is worth your time. We'll have that video popping up right about now. Thanks for watching. We'll see you there.
Bye!